Hey everybody, I am Pierre Games. Today I thought about a game franchise that I like a lot. This franchise is Injustice. After the release of Injustice 2 in 2017, I've been waiting excitedly for the third installment of the franchise. All that waiting has led me to make this video, a list of characters I would want to see in Injustice 3. Now let me get this out of the way. These characters are just my personal opinion. I'm solely including them in this video because I think they are cool. It's really that simple. So if you disagree with my choices, just know that these choices of mine shouldn't be viewed as absolute. Also, if some of these characters turn out to be dead in the Injustice storyline, I will still be including them. Because we've seen with the Green Arrow in Injustice 2 that these characters can be pulled from different universes. Finally, before we get this show on the road, make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know what characters you would like to see in Injustice 3 down in the comments. So with all that out of the way, let's get to our list. One character that I've grown to like over the years is one that I feel doesn't get the recognition he deserves, at least in my opinion. This character is Deadman. For those of you who may need a refresher on who this character is, Deadman first appeared in Strange Adventures number 205 in October of 1967. His origin goes like this. He was once a trapeze performer by the name of Boston Brand. One fateful day, Brand would be murdered by an assailant called the Hook. After this, the Hindu god Ramakrishna would grant Brand's spirit with the ability to possess any living being of his choice. This power that was given to him would help Brand find his murderer and receive justice for what was done to him. Now, the reason why I think Deadman would be a cool addition to the Injustice roster would be because of his extensive power set. Not only can he possess people, he also has the power of flight, invisibility, teleportation, healing severe wounds, making solid energy constructs, and the ability to bring beings back to life. I don't know about you guys, but a character with a power set like that sounds like a lot of fun. Granted, some of these abilities were due to him having possession of lantern rings, but I still feel like some liberties can be taken since this is a video game and not a comic. Feel free to debate this with me in the comments though, if you feel like this is a bad take. Anyway, I feel like supernatural characters in the Injustice games don't get enough representation, so Deadman, in my opinion, would be a great addition. The next character on the list is a Flash villain. This villain is the Mirror Master. I think the Mirror Master is one of the Flash's most interesting villains in the Rogues. I have chosen to focus on the Evan McCulloch version of the character. Mirror Master is an interesting villain because not only does he enjoy being a bad guy, he also has an interesting moral code at the same time. He's not a big fan of hurting women or children, and his deceased parents prompt him to anonymously donate takings from his jobs to the orphanage where he was raised. I think these elements of his personality and morality make room for some interesting pre-fight interactions with other characters such as Batman. Now, not only is his personality and morality an interesting part about him, his power set is very unique. As we all know, the Mirror Master has complete control over mirrors. Not only can he control the mirrors, he can also control his own mirror world, which is basically a fourth dimension of the universe. This is basically Mirror Master's domain as it allows him to escape prisons or any other forms of danger. I personally think that the mirror worlds best used in the game would be as a setting for the Mirror Master's ultimate move. The Mirror Master's other powers are pretty unique as well. He can create portals using any of reflective surfaces like windows or ice, and can even trap people in these portals. I think this portal aspect of his power set would be the coolest thing ever, since there's so many things that could be done with it. I think a bee attack where Mirror Master creates a puddle behind the enemy player and emergence from the puddle behind the player would be the perfect move. It would be very similar to Damian Wayne's teleporting battering attack from Injustice 2. Anyway, what I am trying to say is that with a character like the Mirror Master, the possibilities are endless in a game franchise such as Injustice. Oh, and it's worth mentioning that the character played a prominent villainous role in the 2021 animated Injustice movie, so that prior history, in my opinion, makes him the perfect addition to the third Injustice game. Next on the list, we have another Flash villain. This villain is the Weather Wizard. I'm mainly picking this character because I've always thought the power to control the weather is an insanely cool power. So many things can be done in a fighting video game with a character who can control the weather, including a devastating ultimate move. I just think a character like the Weather Wizard is just a no-brainer character in Injustice, so it's a no-brainer that he has made the list. The next character on the list is the Toyman. I have chosen to focus on the villainous version of the character, known as Winslow Shot. As the Toyman, Winslow has no actual superpowers, but he does have a genius-level intellect which allows him to design a ton of dangerous weapons, or toys as he calls them. I just think that this is a bizarre and fun character that'll be pretty interesting to play as in a fighting game. I think his technological prowess could be utilized well in games such as Injustice. We've seen how well some tech-based characters like Cyborg and Lex Luthor have been portrayed in Injustice 1 and 2, so it's no question that Toyman would get the same treatment. Another Superman enemy I thought would be a good addition to the roster is Parasite. With each version of the character, we see the same ability, the ability to absorb the life energy, superpowers, and knowledge of others. I think this is another no-brainer addition. When I think of the character of Parasite, I get reminded of Shang Tsung, since he can also absorb the life energy and superpowers of others. While this character would seem busted to people, it still seems like a fun addition nonetheless. The last entry of this list is Etrigan the Demon. To refresh your memories, Jason Blood, once a simple peasant in the 6th century, would be binded with the demon Etrigan by the wizard Merlin, therefore technically making him immortal. I think Etrigan would be a cool addition because it opens a bunch of possibilities for cool pre-fight introductions. These pre-fight introductions will be the perfect opportunity to allow him to use his popular catchphrase, "Gone, gone, the form of man, rise the demon Etrigan." Etrigan is also a powerhouse. He has a high degree of resistance to injury, can summon hellfire from his body, and has a very high command of magic. His fangs and claws are mystically enhanced along with his senses. He also has super speed, agility, telepathy, and can summon energy blasts. All in all, these extensive abilities should be enough to show that Etrigan is someone who shouldn't be messed with. If he were to end up in an Injustice game, he will definitely play like other heavies in the Injustice franchise, such as Bane or Atrocitus. So Etrigan is definitely someone I'd like to see in Injustice 3. That's the list. If you made it this far in the video, then I would like to thank you for taking the time to hear me ramble. If you liked what you saw, please send a like my way. And again, feel free to let me know which characters you want to see in Injustice 3 in the comments below. Thank you all for watching and have a good one.